Certainly is, and they're coming out here. You can see this beautiful old building here in Lilleshall. This is one of the national sports centres in Great Britain with a dedicated archery range. Well, I say dedicated. They've turned the grounds into an archery range here in Lilleshall. And coming up first, we've got the compound women's team gold medal match, and it's the host nation who will be featuring in this match. Great Britain go up against Italy in this one.
On target 1, Great Britain, Lizzie Foster, Ella Gibson, Jess Stretton, target 2, Italy, Paola Natalie, Sarah Rep, Marcella Torioli. Your line judge for this match is David Vostres.
So there we have it. Great Britain line up against Italy. Italy have Paola Natalie, Sarah Rett and Marcella Tognoli in the lineup. Great Britain with Elizabeth Foster, Ella Gibson and Jessica Stretton. Chef, I think it's plain to see for everyone. Great Britain are fielding a wheelchair athlete in Jess Stretton. How does that work with the lineup?
Essentially, it's just the same as a normal team match where you have a rotation. The difference is that Jess will stay in her seat and she will raise her hand rather than get off the line when she's done shooting. So there's still going to be this team rotation thing going on.
So here we go, compound women's team gold medal match, and it's Ella Gibson from Great Britain to get us underway.
9.
So both with a little bit of a slow start, but it is the first match of the day. It's a little bit cold still.
10.
Stretton with the woolly hat, showing us that there's a little chill in the air this morning. Sarah Rett to get things underway for the Italian team. We switched through the two rotations.
8.
Both teams will have each archer shooting 2 arrows in a cumulative score scenario. So the score will just build through the whole match.
9.
So you can see that the archers do have long sleeves on and they do have body warmers on, but you cannot get too thickly dressed in situations like these, because then you need to have the string pass your arm without hitting anything. So you can see they have all like tight long sleeves, or they have body warmers rather than hoodies or something maybe warmer like a winter jacket. And that's just to give the string some space to go forwards.
10.
Oh, Jess Stretton can put this out of reach here for Italy if she shoots another 10.
9.
A 9 for a 57. So 3 10s required from Italy to level up here.
Eight, 9, 9.
It looks like she didn't really expect that one not to be in the middle. So she was adjusting her side a bit, and maybe that will do the trick for her.
X10.
Tonioli anchoring the Italian team, most experienced in the lineup for the Italians.
9.
So provisional 54 could potentially get marked up to a 55 with that that fourth arrow from Italy on the line. Great Britain getting off to a great start on home soil.
Possibly with one of the arrows.
Yeah, there's a 3-point divide between them, which is in recurve that would have been 1 set given away or 1 set won by GBR, but in compound you still have 18 arrows to get back into this match, so nothing is lost just yet.
Now, that's the handy thing about compound archery, because it's an accumulative score. They can close the gap, Italy, over the remaining ends of the match. So, Chef, a warm-up here at the beginning of a bit of a chilly day, but it's a bit of a warm-up for us too, because World Archery, I think, have announced that you are going to be the key analyst over the course of this season.
Yeah, that is correct. I will be flying in to do some commentary with you guys, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Do you know anything about archery?
A little bit, yeah. I've seen it once or twice.
So you retired after the last games. How's the life of retirement going? How's your dog?
My dog is very well. She is now out on a walk, so she is not barking through this live stream. And yeah, she's doing well.
Well, it's going to be a delight to have you next to me throughout the course of this season. And well, let's just enjoy this warm-up competition. It's not a warm-up for these guys, though. Great Britain leading Italy at the moment by 57 points to 54. End number 2 then, Italy trailing by 3. And Sarah Rett steps up to the shooting line.
There you go. She adjusted her side, it seems, and is still adjusting her side, but I think from now on we'll see a much tighter group from her. And also, this is exactly what Italy needs to be doing if they want to catch up with GBR. They're shooting first because they're the trailing team in the match, which means they can put some pressure on, and that's what they're actively doing, I would say.
Gibson with the first arrow through Great Britain's first rotation. Chef, a quick question here. Given that Gibson's had such a fantastic 18 months, is it a surprise that she's not anchoring the British team?
Well, there's 2 main positions, I would say, in the team. Opening a match is always very, stressful, and opening an end is also stressful, can be stressful to some. And then closing or anchoring the match or the end can be very stressful. Then again, I think Jess has a lot of experience in her own right as well. So I think they probably deliberately put it in this order because I think Jess is also very very good with handling stress. So I think they arranged the team in a nice way.
Ten. Nine. 10.
Just on the line, that will get a 10.
58 is a good end, but Great Britain is also shooting very well. So let's see if they can keep their lead going.
Ten. Nine.
10 and 9 in the last end for Stretton.
9.
That's
Just
3.
just a little bit unlucky maybe with a very good group of arrows. Their arrows are very close to each other, but also right outside of the 10. So it doesn't always mean that a good group scores the best. So she might want to do adjust her sight a little bit.
Have you shot here, Chef, at Lilleshall?
Unfortunately not. It looks like a great venue. I've just never been.
Yeah, it's an interesting venue in terms of the layout. As you can see, there's this big building on one side of the shooting line, but we're kind of like in a bit of a valley, if you like. How does that affect the wind?
Well, I was just looking at the little piece of string that Ella has on her stabilizer, and it was pretty much hanging straight down. It was completely plump. So I think they might be sheltered from the wind a little bit in the place that they're standing right now. So I'm hoping to see a lot of high-level and high-scoring matches today.
Yeah, we take a look back at Jess Stretton. Just making some adjustments, but clearly it's still a little chilly out here in the west of England. Great Britain leading by a single point now. Italy have clawed back the 3-point deficit just down to 1 as we head into the third end here.
And you say chilly, and what's difficult about archery in that regard is that you cannot warm yourself up by doing a couple of sprints or running after a ball, or like you're not that physically active in a competition setting like this. But you do have to stay warm, because with cold fingers and with cold muscles you're never going to be as precise as when you're warm. So you need to find ways to stay warm even though you're mainly standing still in the finals like this.
So Sarah Rett into the middle to start end number 3.
It was not the greatest shot we've seen so far, but she still manages to stick it into the gold. So I think the damage was not as bad as it could have been.
So you say not the greatest shot in the world. What in particular did you not, I don't want to say you don't like about it, but what did you spot that was difficult?
There was a little bit of a flinch, a little bit of a moment where I think she was maybe out of concentration, or she just had a bit of a flinch, and typically that doesn't bode well for the rest of your shot, but she manages to stick it into the goal anyways, which is impressive.
Best shot of the match so far from Ella Gibson, right on the spider in the center of the target.
9-10 liner.
Another one of those unlucky ones, I would say. The commentator or the announcer says that it's a 9-10 liner, but I'm pretty certain it's a 9.
Yeah, me too.
10.
Lovely shot there as well. Pretty tight match here. Italy clawed back a deficit in the second end, but Great Britain have taken charge through the first rotation here in end number 3. But another beauty of a 10.
Yeah, so even though she started off with 2 8s on the right, she adjusted her sight, and then ever since then, I think she's only shot 10s. So she's doing well now.
The countdown clock had begun. Coach calling out the last 10 seconds there for Tognoli, but a 1:69 is very, very gettable for Great Britain here. 1:72 with 3 10s. That's the first one from Gibson.
Yeah, so only 2 9s, and they'll start the last end with a 1-point lead, but obviously they want to extend their lead even more than that. Not sure I'm supposed to say it, but I think it's a 10.
Yeah. You're definitely supposed to say it. I think that's a 10 too. And that is a 10 from Jess Stratton. So a 59 for Great Britain in end number 3.
And what they did there is they got back the points that they won in the first end, because after the first end they were leading with 3 points, and now they are leading with 3 points again. After the first end, I said 3 points is very easy, or it's possible to overcome in 3 more ends. In one end, it's going to be a heavy task, I think, especially with the way Great Britain is shooting right now. They haven't had really surprising arrows or arrows that stray far off the middle. So, yeah, a 58 for Great Britain, no matter what the Italians do. I think this is going to be difficult for Italy to come back from this, but I like to see a bit of a comeback, but we'll see.
Yeah, so as you're alluding to here, Chef, one more end of archery to go. 2 arrows per archer. Ella Gibson looking at the knock on her arrows. Did it look like there was something wrong there?
No, it's just a routine check, I'd say. Every time you get your arrows back, you kind of want to check if the nocks have any cracks, if the veins don't have any rips in them. You just want to make sure that you leave nothing to chance. You want to look at your arrows and check if everything is in the right order, because if anything is broken, it might result in a bad shot. And especially in this format with cumulative scoring, there's no way to get back from a miss. So you don't want to get any of those, preferably.
So Italy looking to fight back here in the 4th and final end, trailing by 3 points. They shoot first, and the job here is to put some pressure on Great Britain.
Well, they are doing just that. They are putting pressure on Great Britain. But like I said, they have to shoot a really good end and then hope that Great Britain misses more than they kind of want to miss. So
can't ask for more than that from Italy. 3 10s to start off this final end. Proper pressure on Great Britain now. Lost out to Germany in the semi-finals, and Gibson looking to begin this final end for Great Britain. Starts with a beauty of a 10.
you can see the little plate that's in front of the left eye of Elizabeth. And for some people, they use it because their left eye is dominant, but they're right-handed archers. In other cases, it's just to make sure that you can keep both your eyes open and relax, so you still have vision on only your scope. If you open both eyes and it's you kind of see 2 scopes, and it's difficult to focus on just one. So some people opt for a little vision blocking plate on their cap. Sarah has had 6 10s in a row now after her first 2 arrows drifting off to the right. So she adjusted her sights and just went for it.
Bella indeed. Beautiful shot from Sararet and Natale. Tognoli, can she put it into the 10 for a perfect? She can indeed. Can't ask for more than that. A 2:29 set by Italy. Bronze medal in the hands of Great Britain, though. And first up for the second rotation, it's Ella Gibson.
So
That's
now,
a lot of pressure here.
Yeah, by Italy shooting that 60, they will need to shoot at least a 10 and a 9 to stay in this match, and preferably 2 10s to win the medal. So
yeah, a lot of pressure on Elizabeth Foster into the X ring. Whoa, what a pressure shot this is now. Oh, that is close. That is really close. Now, Chef, this is why you're here. You're going to call that a 10 or a 9?
With the resolution on my monitor, it seemed like a 10. But
very,
I don't
very
want to.
Great Britain look like they're celebrating, don't they?
Yeah, and I think their scope is better than our camera at the moment. So
very tight. I mean, what pressure Italy put on there with a perfect 60 to finish the match off, and a huge amount of pressure on Jess Stretton, who we think has just cut the line for a 10. That would give them a 58 and enough for the match. Well, I think that cheer says a lot there. A 10 scored for Jess Stretton for a 2:30, which just beats Italy to the bronze medal. Great Britain winning 2:30 to 2:29.